Here with Tim Russell to talk about his brother Ted, graduated in 1964 and is a 2025 Highland Sports Hall of Fame inductee. Tim, you'd mentioned three-time NMA state individual champion here, played 4 years of varsity tennis at UNM where he's ranked #1. Thought you said some great things about him. Tell us a little bit more if we had missed anything about Ted.
Well, Ted was, he was a lot bigger than I was, and he came before me, so I was always kind of followed in his shadow. But he was probably as well liked as any athlete that I know of. He had, as a matter of fact, two of my tennis friends named their sons after him.
Really?
And that's kind of a statement of the type of person he was. And, we'd go play tournaments, and he moved to Phoenix. You were always welcome to stay with him. The tennis community was always, like that. Anywhere you went, if you knew somebody that was a tennis player, they would always take you in.
Pretty accepting of that. He, he passed away way before his time. But you mentioned again what kind of tennis player he was. You mentioned he won the U.S. some Opens here, New Mexico Open, and the prestigious Southwest tournament.
I think he won the Southwest 3 times, but I can't verify that. But he was probably, as good a player that ever came out of New Mexico, much less Highland High School. So, I in a lot of the people that I mentioned, like Gig Brummel, and they later became tennis players, and they knew Ted, and they kind of could verify all those things.
You mentioned to me, too, though, what a strong tennis following Highland had here. You mentioned the Kyles, you mentioned the Garcias. Highland had Highland had some very good tennis players.
Well, and a lot of it was due, like I said, to my father. He kind of mentored and coached my brother and I, and then he would coach. I know he coached Galen Garcia. He played tennis with Tim as juniors. I don't know about the Kyles, but he probably played with every junior that came up in New Mexico, and lots of them went on to play at Highland High School.
You mentioned what a great solid tennis program Highland had here. Ted, thanks so much, and Tim, congratulations on your brother Ted's induction. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you, and I appreciate everything you guys have done. I know it's probably not the most well-paid job in the world, so no, you're kind of doing this kind of. It's fulfilling, and it's a kind of a joy because you were a Highland graduate yourself. So,
yes, sir.
So thank you very much.